And welcome to Rampage TV. We're in Monument, Colorado for a big matchup between the Colorado Rampage 16U AAA Tier 1 team against the Wasatch Renegades out of Utah. I'm Sean Hathaway, joining you on the World Sports Broadcasting Network and Rampage TV, joined in the booth by Jimmy Grants, legendary basketball coach, who's going to fill in for David Cunliffe this afternoon, provide color commentary. Welcome to the booth, Jimmy. Always great to have you.
Thanks, Sean. Love to be here. Awesome time. Ready for some more Colorado 16U hockey.
Should be a good matchup. These two teams, Rampage holding a little bit higher place in the national rankings. We'll go through both of the teams' stats, previous games, some of the fun facts for today's matchup. Right now, the Colorado Rampage, with a record of 18-27-0, they're ranked 79th in the country, coming off a weekend down in Ohio, or out in Detroit at the Taylor Sportsplex. They played the Ohio Blue Jackets in Game 1, came up with a thrilling 4-1 victory, and then followed that up with a 3-2 overtime shootout win over the San Jose Junior Sharks. And then they had to face the host team, Bell Tire, out of Detroit. They lost 4-0, and they finished up the weekend against the tough Philadelphia Junior Flyers program, losing 5-3. So coming off a couple losses, looking to rebound this weekend. And when we turn to the Wasatch Renegades, right now they are currently holding a record of 14-12-3. They have a ranking of 114th in the nation at the Tier 1 level. Coming off a weekend out in East Lansing, Michigan, they were a 10-3 winner over the Potomac Patriots out of Des Moines. They beat the York Skipjacks 5-2. And defeated the Pittsburgh Predators 5-3 before dropping their final game to the Pittsburgh Icemen 4-2. The leading scorers for the Wasatch Renegades will be Kason Youngman, a forward, with 22 total points. He's got 13 goals on 9 assists. And followed up with David McMahon, 16 points, 9 goals, 7 assists. And Jacob Odell, 7 points, or 16 total points, 7 goals, and 9 assists. Popped from David McMahon. So those will be the three players to watch, Jimmy, for the Renegades.
Nice, sounds good. Interesting team. Lots of goals in their last outing. Let's see how it shapes up tonight.
For the Rampage, Italian Stefano Iori leading the team with 34 points, 20 goals, and 14 assists. Jack Freitas from Aspen, Colorado, a close second with 32 total points, 9 goals, and 23 assists. And those two getting a lot of ice time together. Leading this team is a 1-2 punch. It'll be number 88, Ethan Mosier, in net for the Rampage. Mosier having a heck of a game, or heck of a season. Right now sporting a 90.9 save percentage, 3.25 goals against in 20 games played in Tier 1 stats, and at the Tier 1 Elite 16U league games, he's got a 91.7 goals against average and a 91.7 save percentage with a 3.13 goals against average. He's looking to rebound after a loss in Detroit. This last Wednesday, Jimmy, you got to point out the Rampage, after a couple grueling weekends in a row, coming back from Detroit, having some players essentially tired, a little bit sick. 2 players out with a concussion as they lost defenseman Thomas Berniak in Detroit. Brady Bennett for the Rampage still out with a concussion suffered in that T-Birds game that we broadcast. They had to play on Wednesday evening or Wednesday afternoon against in-town rival Colorado Springs. Taking a 2-goal lead up into the second half of the game, they ended up losing 7-4. A devastating loss for the Rampage, certainly not wanting to lose to their in-state or their in-town rival, and definitely a better hockey team. The Colorado Springs came in hungry. They had great goaltending. In the second half, they erupted, scoring 4 unanswered goals and essentially able to hold on for the big victory, an unusual win for the Tigers. So the Rampage coming back from that just a couple days later, they've got a lot of proof tonight.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how this goes. Last time we broadcast this Rampage team, Mosier had a really good game. It didn't really show up in the stat book because he gave up some goals, but it was more about the defensive effort. And shorthanded team tonight, missing a couple key guys, going to be down some defensemen. The Rampage, really interested to see what they look like early on, how they start the game, and what they have in the tank, because it's been an up and down last week or so. and hopefully they come out with some good energy and good effort.
In another storyline, it'll be number 10, Mason Blair, making a return to the lineup after suffering a devastating fracture, couple vertebrae fracture early in the season. He was only in the lineup for a couple games. Makes his debut return to the roster and dressed tonight. We'll see how much time he gets as he gets back into game shape. Obviously a returner from last season, a Montana native. Great to see Mason Blair, number 10, back in the lineup. As we go through the Rampage lineup, it'll be number 9, Jack Freitas, centering Stefano Iori, and number 19, Gavin Dormer on his right. It'll be number 16, Brody Fitzpatrick, centering up number 27, Michael Judkins on the left, and number 17, Sean McLaughlin on the right. Isaiah Massey, number 13, will center number 23, Arthur McCowan, and number 83, David Harris on the right side. It'll be Micah Stanzik. He'll get time with Logan Smolinski, and we'll see where they put Mason Blair tonight, as the Rampage probably will spot him in with only 4 defensemen, with Brady Bennett out and Thomas Ferniak out. It'll be number 14, Jack Banyan, number 4, Logan McMichael, number 3, Mason Rizik, and number 5, Robert Hill on D. And Mason Blair will probably get some time spotted in as a 5th defenseman. We'll see. And again, number 88, Ethan Mosier, the Colorado Springs native, having a heck of a season. A couple times this season has led the country in save percentage. And we'll see what he can do tonight, getting the start against the Renegades. For the Renegades, the starters will be number 17 at center, Kaysen Youngman. At right wing, number 71, Jonesy Reese. At left wing, number 15, Harrison Howell. At left D, it'll be number 23, Fisher Hellman. And at right D, number 12, Aiden Voller. And in goal will be number 36, Christian Olsen McDesson. And we will get started for the face-off. So we're ready to go, Jimmy.
Yeah, here we go. Hockey time in Colorado. Can't wait.
It'll be Freitas stepping over on the right side. He's going to let number 19, Gavin Dormer, take the opening draw. He'll go up against number 17, Youngman, for the Renegades. And the Rampage have possession. McMichael turns, skates back into his own end. D-to-D pass deep in the defensive zone. Hill with it. Hill chips it off the board up into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Iori. He gets it to Freitas, or that's Dormer. Dormer tried to get it deep, couldn't. McMichael, he tries to take a whack at it, and the Renegades keep it alive. Rampage still controlling the neutral zone. Iori finally gets it deep. It'll be chased after there on the forecheck by number 9, Jack Freitas. Uses his long stick, unable to gain possession of the puck, and the Renegades able to clear the zone. Out in the neutral zone, it comes chucked back in by Mason Rizik. Offsides, will get a face-off in the neutral zone with 30 seconds into this game.
I'm really excited to see how the Rampage look defensively in particular. Last game against the Thunderbirds that we broadcast, there were some defensive positioning breakdowns and coverage breakdowns. I'm interested to see if they support Mosier a little bit more, and I think if they do, it'll turn into good opportunities on the offensive end through the break.
Michael Judkins wins the draw back. Banyan up to number 17, McLaughlin, who fires it deep into the zone. Picked up by the Renegades and thrown around the boards to the half wall as the Rampage put pressure on and keep the puck alive in the corner. Renegades now reverse the flow, tried to get it behind the net, picked off there by the Rampage. Here's an opportunity out front. Puck still loose. Rampage trying to get a stick on it, unable to, and the Renegades able to clear. And it'll be number 14, Banyan, firing it the other way and into the zone by number 17, McLaughlin. And Judkins will forecheck. Judkins F1 on the forecheck here. He'll go off for a change, give the Renegades some time to clear the zone. And through the middle of the ice, here they come. Through the neutral zone, across the blue line. This is number 37, Jacob Odell. Fires it on Mosier. Mosier hangs on to it, covers, will get a face-off to his left with 15:43 left to go here in the first period.
Yeah, good opportunity for the Rampage at the other end. Puck squirted out in front, kind of right in the slot. Goaltender couldn't quite get it. Just couldn't get any good wood on it to try to put it in the net.
Massey wins the draw back to Hill. Hill throws it up the boards, knocked off the puck. Big hit there on Smolinski, but Rampage able to clear the zone. Renegades pick it up inside, shot on net. Mosier with a big save with his right stick, or his right pad and his stick, steers it to the right side. Smolinski held up there. You can tell a little bit fearful going into that pile. He didn't want to take another big check like he had earlier in that shift. Renegades will ice it. Rampage will get a change. We'll get a face off at the other end to the right of Olsen McDesson.
Yeah, good hit by number 23 for Wasatch there. Kept the puck in, and then kind of a tough shot that Mosier had to make a good save on. It was a little bit screened between the defenseman's legs, and Mosier was up to the task.
Referees will reset the players here. It'll be Judkins taking the draw. He'll get kicked out, actually, and we'll see number 16 jump in for the Rampage. Rampage unable to control off the draw, and the Renegades out of the zone. Here they come. Dump down deep. And behind the net, Renegades control. It's McCreary with it. McCreary checked by McMichael. Judkins helps out. And McMichael throws it up. Shot on net from the half wall. Those are a good position. Makes the easy save with his chest. Covers the puck. Rampage will change. Utah will change. The Renegades. Utah, the Wasatch Renegades, and we'll get a group of fresh players on the ice. Face off to the left of Mosier. It'll be Gavin Dormer taking the draw. Iori and Freitas. At forward, it'll be Mason Blair. We'll see how he does. His first shift on the ice. Paired up with Mason Rizek. And Rizek with it. Rizek off the boards. Up to Iori. Iori tried to soft it over to Dormer, and Wasatch able to intercept through the neutral zone. Picked off there by Freitas. Iori tries to glove it down. He gains possession. Iori over to Dormer, just off his backhand. Freitas races after it. Freitas first to the puck, picks it up in the corner. Gets it picked up off his stick. Iori there, back to Freitas off the cycle. Freitas throws it up to the point. Rizek now. Rizek fires it on net. Tip in front. Iori just goes wide. Iori was there. Good shot by Rizek. Nice low shot. Allowed the tip by Iori. Rizek has to regroup in the neutral zone. He'll go D to Blair. Mason Blair with it. Mason Blair cross ice pass. Tried to hit Iori, and the Renegades able to intercept that. And here comes an opportunity. Blair's going to stop the initial shot. Didn't get much on it. That was number 11 Grant for the Renegades. And Dormer skates out of the zone with it. Here comes Gavin Dormer now with some speed. He's all alone as Freitas and Iori go for a change. Renegades good back check. Pick it off on the back check. Dormer regroups back to Hill. Hill off the boards, out of the zone. Renegades have to get on sides. They'll chip it down deep. Logan McMichael now with it. McMichael backhands it around the boards. Picked up there by Laughlin. He touches it to Hill, intercepted, and the Renegades keep it alive in their offensive zone. Chased after there by Youngman. Youngman fires it back around the boards. Hill for the Rampage. Picks it up. Hill up the ice. Good breakout pass. Judkins clears the zone. Wasatch loves it down and back through the neutral zone. They try to get it. Dormer picks it up. Or here comes number 23. Sorry, that was McCowan for Rampage. McCowan. Out of the corner now comes Judkins. Judkins has it turned over. And Wasatch will ice it. We'll get a break in the action with 12:59 left to go. Not a lot of offense.
No, even start so far. I think both teams kind of finding their way, feeling each other out. I have been impressed, though, with the Rampage compared to the last time we saw them. They've done a good job of keeping the pucks out of the middle of the zone, of the D zone, keeping the puck wide. I think their coverage has been better. It's been a good start.
Isaiah Massey will take the draw. And Renegades will control. Out of the corner, off the boards, up the ice it goes, and out of the zone come the Renegades. To center ice, give and go play. Nice play there by the Renegades as Odell button hooks up, tries to get it up to the point, and can't quite control it there. That was number 27 on the point for the Renegades. Massendale. Rampage control. Harris tries to fire it up to Banyan. Banyan can't control it. Renegades now with an opportunity here in front. Mosier with some help from Rizek, and Odell throws it out in front. Mosier able to make the easy save as Rizek, good position net front. Make sure there was no bodies. Mosier able to cover it. We'll get a face off to his right, and the Rampage will get a wholesale change here.
Nice job by Mosier, keeping his edge on the post there, and that crossing pass from behind the net never got through.
Dormer will take the draw. One back to McMichael. McMichael throws it up the ice, hits Freitas. Freitas to Dormer. Good breakout there for the Rampage. Freitas now comes wide with the puck. He's looking. He'll skate it around the net, maintains possession. He'll pull it back to the corner, try to hang on to it. He gets help from Iori. Iori cycles it back all the way around. Dormer now behind the net. Dormer to Freitas. Freitas tried to ride out front. Here's an opportunity and a shot and a goal. Freitas couldn't get a stick on it. Iori did a great job coming down the slot. Finds the loose puck to the right of goaltender Maxteson, and it's in the back of the net, and the Rampage take a 1-0 lead with 12:04 left to go here in the first period.
Wow, kind of something out of nothing there. It didn't look like a whole lot was going on, and next thing you know, the puck rolls across the crease, and looked like Magnus couldn't quite reach out and grab it. Maybe he was a little bit off balance back on his line, and the Rampage find themselves up 1-0. Opportunistic.
I was just going to say that, a very opportunistic goal by Iori, the right place at the right time, found the loose puck, made no mistake about it, buried it into the back of the net, and the Rampage take the early lead here. The face-off will come back down the ice after the icing to the right of goaltender Ethan Mosier.
Sean, it seems like that's how it goes sometimes for goal scorers, right? The puck just finds them, they're in the right place at the right time, and usually they don't mess up when they have that kind of opportunity.
Well, no surprise again, Iori with the goal, leading scorer on the team, assist from Gomer and Freitas. So they'll add to their point totals as well as that first line stays productive as their top line here for the Colorado Rampage. Puck rolls around the boards, kept in by the defenseman for the Renegades. Rampage control to Banyan out of the zone. Got it's McLaughlin. McLaughlin couldn't quite get it out though, and it goes all the way back. Banyan's going to have to pick it up. He goes D to Hill. Hill off the boards, kept in by the Renegades. Banned on the shot from the point. Rampage able to control. And McCowan now threw over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin has it taken off of his stick, and the Renegades will maintain possession and get it out of their defensive zone. Through the neutral zone they come. And dumped down deep. Will be picked up there by McMichael, who throws it over to Banyan. Banyan off the half wall. Back to the front of the ice. Stanzik couldn't connect. Stanzik will chase after it. First guy on the forward check, and goaltender Magnuson will hang on to it. Stanzik barreling down on him.
Good push by the Renegades there, trying to get a little bit of more offensive flow, and good D by the Rampage, not letting it happen.
Face off. Controlled by the Rampage. Out front, here's an opportunity for Stanzik. Shot and a big save there by Magnuson.
If Stanzik could have gotten that to the other side of the cage, he had a wide open top left, but couldn't quite get it there. Really nice pass though, coming out from behind the cage.
Stanzik, a left-handed shot, went to the short side. Definitely had that far side open, but good for him just to get the puck on net. Another face-off opportunity. Stanzik behind the net. He'll cycle it back behind the net to Dormer. Dormer has it taken away, and here comes the Renegades. Great back check there by Fitzpatrick. Negates that opportunity. Puck going around the boards, picked up there by Taylor. And here comes Dormer now. Dormer chips it out of the zone, through the neutral zone. Renegades will fire it off the wall. Puck will sit on the red line, and Stanzik will chip it in. Dormer chases after it. Stanzik's beat on the forecheck, and the Renegades able to get it out of the zone. Good back check pressure there by number 8 Smolinski. It's Hill now with the Hill cross ice play. It's going to go all the way down the ice for another icing. As the Rampage looking for that cross ice neutral zone pass, they haven't connected on it yet tonight.
Yeah, I got to think that's kind of a higher risk play to try to hit that long pass through crossing the blue line, red line, and got to be really precise. Otherwise, you're going to be having a face-off in your own zone.
Well, we already saw a turnover. Blair tried to make that pass cross ice, had a turnover. That one went for icing, so we'll see if they continue that neutral zone regroup, trying to make that cross ice pass. Shot on net, save made. Good shot there, nice and low by number 83 for the Rampage, David Harris. Magnuson is there to make the save. Renegades back in their own zone now. Good defensive pressure by Massey to come back, chip the puck out of his zone. Rampage will get a change. Renegades fire it all the way back down. Another icing with 9:24 left to go. Rampage will be able to complete their change. Wasatch will change it up. And the top line, Freitas, Dormer, and Iori step onto the ice. Logan McMichael and number 14, Jack Banyan on D. Freitas will take the draw. And he'll lose it. But Dormer picks it up on the half wall. Tries to find Freitas, couldn't connect. Iori with a big check. Knocks his man to the ice. Here comes Wasatch with an opportunity. No help there. Good back check pressure by the Rampage to get into the zone. Little button hook play, throws it to the slot. Picked off there by Freitas. Freitas to Banyan. Banyan chips it up And blocked there by the Renegades. Puck dies on the blue line. Battle there. McMichael wins the battle. Wasatch picks it up on the board. Has to hold up for the offsides. Going into the zone. Mosier will steer it. Banyan fires it up. Rory tries to get it up to the blue line. It's kept in. McMichael wraps it around. Freitas at the blue line. He's accosted. And another turnover at the blue line. Here comes Renegades off the turnover. Shot. And it's a goal. Troyer. Low shot. Beats Mosier. Mosier deep in the net there. Should have had that angle, but a terrible turnover at the blue line. And they couldn't recover. Wasatch walks in, fires a low shot. Mosier too deep in his net to make the left pad save, and it's 1-1.
It looked like it almost may have just barely glanced off the skate of the defenseman too. Maybe a tiny little redirect on that, but yeah, Mosier just couldn't quite get it with his left toe, and now we're even. Both goals, not things of beauty, but opportunistic plays on both ends. Good job by Troyer for sure.
Xander Troyer with the goal assist by number 24, Ryan McCreary. McCreary was the one that kept that puck alive on the blue line and was able to find Troyer streaking into the zone. Great shot by Troyer to tie this game up.
Yeah, the neutral zone turnover was costly for the Rampage.
So back to the action. Rampage control in their zone. Up to the point there, kept alive by Mason Blair. Out of the zone it comes. Rizek has to regroup. Rizek throws it back up to the blue line. And he's going to have to recollect it. He'll fire it back down deep, and we'll get an icing there. As a little game of slap the puck back and forth results in an icing, and we'll get a face-off to the right of Mosier back in the Rampage defensive zone. For the number 13, Isaiah Massey. 83 Harris will step into his left. And Smolinski helping as well. Renegades off the draw. Still control. Puck going towards the net. And Renegades throw it back out front. Here's an opportunity, and Mosier snags it out of the air as number 13 Parrish got a stick on it. It wasn't much on the puck as it floated, but it was going into that top corner, and Mosier able to flash that left-handed glove and snag it out of the air to keep this one a 1-1 hockey game.
Yeah, good leather there by Mosier. That ball, sorry, thinking basketball. That puck was labeled for the top left corner.
Yeah, if there have been a little bit more on it, we'll be seeing a 2-1 hockey game, possibly. Mosier there to collect it, and we're back to the action as the Renegades control the puck in the corner here. Going up top and kept alive for just a second as Massey's able to knock the puck down and regroup through the neutral zone. Shot on net, save made, puck is laying loose. For just a second as Mactuson able to find it, cover it, and we'll get a face off to his left. Rampage will change it up. We'll see Fitzpatrick, Judkins, and Stanzik on the ice. Michael and Rizek on D.
Good job on that rush by Massey to get an angle, give himself a forehand shot, and get it on net.
Off the draw, shot on net, another save made by the Renegade goaltender. That came from number 4 Logan McMichael. Gets it up top on the point, fires it on net. And Mactuson able to make the easy save without traffic in front. Judkins will try it again. Renegades control off the draw. Skate it behind their own net. Up the boards it comes. Chipped out. Kept in there. Good job there by Judkins. Keep the puck alive for the Rampage. They'll have to continue their forecheck pressure. Off the glass and kept in by McMichael. Fires it deep. And Rampage continue their forecheck pressure here, trying to gain possession of the puck. They do. Here's a shot. It just goes wide as Fitzpatrick steals the puck and gets a shot on net, high and wide, and the Renegade's able to clear. Stanzik in the neutral zone. He has it knocked off his stick and deep. The puck comes, picked up there by McMichael. He'll fire it across the boards off of Stanzik's stick. Stanzik will chase after it. Stanzik got to move his feet there as it's late in his shift. He'll come off the ice. And Mactuson will cover it. Rampage will finish their change. It'll be the Dormer Freitas Iori line, top line for the Rampage. Freitas will take the draw. Mason Blair and Robert Hill, number 5 on D. Hill on the left side. Freitas Loses it in the corner. Dormer picks it up off the half wall. Dormer up to Blair. Blair shot on net low. Had traffic in front. Iori couldn't get a stick on it. Iori cycles it down to Freitas. Freitas out of the corner with it. Freitas. Iori. Iori to Dormer. Three forwards work out of the corner. Freitas helps out Dormer. He'll pick it up, skate it up the half wall. Freitas up top. Hill shot on net, just goes wide. As Hill had a good angle, just couldn't quite get it on net. Picked up there by Freitas. He gets knocked down. And the Renegades able to skate it into the zone. Here come the Renegades. Blair and Iori. They both get beat. Shot on net. Moser's got to make the save. As number 7, Boston McMahon, beat both Iori and Blair out of the corner. Gets an opportunity. Moser's there for the save. And Stefano Iori skates it into the zone. Iori fires it in front. There's an opportunity and a goal. As it looked like number 19, Gavin Dormer, was in the right place at the right time to pick up the rebound. Arthur McCowan was also net front. And Iori gets the net in front, and more loose change. And just like the first goal, able to bang it home.
Really nice job by Iori, though. Got the puck in the D end, skated it out. Looked like he could have just dumped it deep into the corner, but he held on to it, was able to maneuver himself. Kind of an odd angle, right? Almost along the goal line, just threw it in front. Throw it at the net, some good things are going to happen, and here we are, 2-1 Rampage.
Dormer will get the goal. Iori with the assist. We'll see if McCowan is credited for touching that puck. Tough to see if it went off of his stick or not. But regardless of who scored it, it's a 2-1 hockey game. With 5:06 left to go here in the first period, another icing against the Rampage. We're going to face off to the right of goaltender Ethan Mosier, wearing number 88.
Pretty clean game so far, Sean. Neither team taking a penalty. Looks like people playing very disciplined and under control. Not a lot of crazy big hits or people kind of getting off their skates. Everybody looks like they're under control here. It's been a good start to this game.
Renegades control, skate out of the half wall. There's an opportunity blocked by Banyan, and Mosier able to pick up the loose change as it bounced on net. Good defense there by Rampage. The game's tied up. Not a clean shot on net. We're going to face off as Mosier was able to scoop it up with his glove, get the whistle. Isaiah Massey onto the ice. He'll be joined by number 8, Logan Smolinski, and number 83, David Harris. Credit Gavin Dormer from Mason Blair. I thought Iori was in on that. We'll credit that to Mason Blair on the assist. As the text I get from the score box, 19 from 10, so maybe we need to have our eyes checked up here.
Yeah, maybe so. I thought it was Iori that took it down the sideboards, and either way, though, good play by the home team.
Massey takes the draw to the right of Mosier. Renegades control. They'll get it up to the point. Kept alive. They'll throw it back in the corner. Out of the corner, Hill with it. Backhands it up the boards. Not out. Battle there at the blue line. Good job there by Harris. Took a second whack at it, able to get it out of the zone. Neutral zone play here. Rampage control. Smolinski to Hill. Hill gets it deep. Blocked there by the Renegades before it got all the way to the corner. Hill will chase it down, fire it on net. And Mocteson will glove it down. Rampage will get a change. 4:03 left to go here in the first period. 2-1 hockey game. 16U hockey. Both teams will stay on the ice after the end of the first period. And they'll take a break. About 8 minutes to go on the clock in the second period. So they'll do the ice at half. Shot on net. Save made again by Mocteson. As Blair got it off the draw from the top left point. Shot it on net. Easy save there. Judkins will get another shot at the draw here. Stanzik to his right. Comes back to Blair. His shot's blocked. Banyan's got to regroup. Banyan up to Stanzik. Stanzik chips it deep. Chased after there by number 27, McLaughlin. McLaughlin picks it up, skates out of the corner, fires it up to Blair. Blair with it now. Blair looks, shoots it low, gets it knocked off the stick. Here's a rebound opportunity by Judkins. Just goes wide. So there's a couple couple offensive opportunities for the Rampage, nothing on net though. And here comes the Renegades the other way. Fire over the net. And net front shot. And a good play there. Blair negates the opportunity as number 15 Howell is stationed right in the middle of the slot. Blair's able to knock that attempt away. Banyan now. Banyan has it taken away from Howell. Howell cycles it back down deep. Mason Blair now with it. Blair backhands it, tried to get it up to Iori. Not out of the zone. Here comes Dormer now. Dormer chips it up the ice. Iori chases after it. Freitas going hard to the net. Passes it across off of Freitas' stick. He just couldn't quite get enough wood to redirect it on net. And a good cross-ice play. Here's another opportunity. Freitas couldn't get a stick on that one. It goes through his legs. Shot on that. Iori rebound just goes wide. McMichael will try to keep it in. And the Renegades will clear it. No icing as it was tipped off of McMichael's stick. Up the ice. Freitas now picks it up. He gets tripped up. No penalty. It's going to be a penalty. 2 minutes for tripping as Moser goes to the net. It'll be 6-on-5, and we'll see a Rampage power play coming up as soon as the Renegades are able to touch the puck. Iori, here's a turnover. Renegades will touch it, and we're going to get a tripping on number 86, Nicholas Taylor for the Wasatch Renegades. Tripped up number 9, Jack Freitas. As Freitas was skating the puck back into the defensive zone to gain a little time and space. Taylor gets his stick right into the skates of Freitas. Down goes Freitas, and up goes the arm.
Yep, and here we are. Rampage power play. I feel like the longer this game's gone, the last 5, 6, 7 minutes, the better opportunities have come for the Rampage. We'll see if they can build on this with their man advantage.
Iori, Massey, and Freitas forwards for the Rampage. Dormer forward up top with McMichael. So 4 forwards and 1 defenseman. McMichael the lone D on this power play unit. Massey will set up net front, cross-ice pass to Dormer. Dormer hits Iori. Iori can't quite collect it. Tough play for him as it just was not quite in the right stick angle for him. Rampage keep it alive. Freitas up top. McMichael down to Iori. Iori looks cross-ice for Freitas. Freitas with it. Shot on net. Save made by the pad of the Wasatch goaltender Mactuson. Freitas up top. Has it knocked off his stick. And Freitas will have to get a little bit physical there. Try to keep the puck alive. Freitas comes out of the pile with it. Here he comes. Freitas gets it to Iori. Iori skates into the corner. He gets accosted by 2 Renegades players, and the Renegades are able to keep it off of the Rampage players for now. Freitas battles on the half wall with it, and the Renegades able to clear it. All the way down the ice, we'll get an icing. 1:15 left to go in the period. And tough to see, I think 35 seconds left to go on that power play. Rampage will change it up. It'll be Judkins, Harris, Laughlin, Banyan, and looks like number 23, Arthur McCown. Finish off this man advantage for the Rampage. Rampage control off the draw. Up top it comes. McLaughlin keeps it alive. Glove down there by Judkins. He fires it across. Banyan. Banyan back up top to Banyan. Banyan back down deep. Shot on net. Just goes wide. Judkins up top. And thrown back down deep. Judkins loses it. Here comes an opportunity. Rampage get back. And Judkins will glove it down. And he'll start to regroup here from all the way from behind his own net. McLaughlin back to Banyan. Here's a turnover. Judkins has to help out. A little defense. Massengale pulling some time. Harris up the ice. Here comes McCown. McCown skates it wide. McCown throws it to the corner, chases after it. Here comes the Rampage with an opportunity out front, just off the stick. Blair shot. He was looking to shoot it. Looked like he was actually trying to pass it. Here comes the Renegades now with an opportunity. Shot, blocked or saved. Glove down. It's loose. Another shot on net goes wide as Moser got turned around in net. Blair will glove it down. Good defensive play. Blair holds his ground, gloves the puck down, clears it, and Dormer able to get it deep. Renegades goaltender will cover it, and that'll do it for the first period. So a little bit of action there as Moser, searching for that loose puck, did a full 360 before he was able to find it. And luckily, the rebound shot is laying in the high slot, goes wide.
Yeah, wild sequence there. The Wasatch kills off the penalty pretty well, and I was impressed with their penalty kill. Really aggressive. I know there's kind of 2 schools of thought. One where you kind of give time and space, but you take away angles, and the other, you go out and get guys. And I thought they were more aggressive and kind of limited the amount of chances the Rampage had. And then they turned that right around. The guy came out of the box, hit him on the right wing as Mosier's looking at it, and puck bopped up in the air and weren't sure where it was for a minute. Mosier did a big 360 and the rebound shot went wide, and we've made it to the first intermission.
Well, shots 13-9 in favor of the Rampage. We're going to take a break on Rampage TV and the World Sports Broadcasting Network. We'll be back for the start of the second period after this commercial break. Welcome back to Rampage TV as we get set to the start of the second period. Stick around between the second half. We've got some special things coming your way. We'll try to grab a Rampage player and do a quick interview at the break, and we'll also be looking at some of the highlights from that first half, or the first period at least. We'll look at the first two highlights from the game and see if there's any more highlights in the second half, or the first half of this second period, before the Zamboni will come out and allow both of these teams to rest for a good 20 minutes. Off the draw, Rampage control. Chip down into the deep, and it'll be covered there by Mactuson. Face off to his left. Dormer off the draw, fell to his knees and shuffled the puck down deep to Mactuson. And we'll have Jack Freitas going up against number 37, Jacob Odell. Freitas pushes the puck forward, and Freitas from his knees, puck still loose, and it looked like everybody was waiting for a whistle there. And Hellman's going to fire it down deep. Mosier's forced to play it. And Rampage have to get to their defensive poise here as the Renegades maintaining control. Picked up off the stick and out of the zone. Rampage comes. Rory gets knocked off the puck, but here comes Dormer. Dormer tries a little toe drag move, gets it knocked off his stick. Here comes Odell. Shot on net, glove down by Mosier. Easy save for him. There's another play coming through the neutral zone, trying to be dipsy-doodle like that, getting that puck knocked off your stick. It's a terrible place to turn the puck over because you're allowing your opponent to come back the other way quickly on transition with speed and get an opportunity where Mosier's got to make a save.
Yeah, it's tough play in the neutral zone. You got to be extra careful to take care of the puck, get yourself into a position where you can either get it deep or carry it in without any interference.
Shots blocked. Rampage off the shot block, come the other way. Offsides, they've got to get back on sides. And Renegades hold the blue line and fire it back down deep. Chased after there by number 14, Banyan. Banyan in the corner, fires it around the boards, takes a weird hop. And the Renegades able to control for a second. And number 17, McLaughlin, tries to get it up to McCowan, can't quite connect. And chipped deep by Rizik, chased after there. And number 27, Judkins knocked off his stick, and McMahon for the Renegades tried to go cross ice, blocked there by McLaughlin. Renegades able to clear it finally, and here they come through the neutral zone. Quick check by David Harris. Renegades unable to control. Rampage out of the zone. Tried a home run pass up to Sean McLaughlin, and indirect. Puck was bouncing, and it didn't quite do the billiards bounce that you'd like to get on an indirect.
Like a soft bounce off the sideboard there. He was hoping for a little bit more acute angle, if you will, and didn't materialize, and now it's a face-off in the D zone.
Up the ice, the Rampage come. Up here by the Renegades. This is Pang. He throws it up top. Nobody home. And Rampage are able to control inside their offensive zone. Good check laid on there by Smolinski. Rampage on the half wall, maintain possession momentarily. Voller though, for the Renegades picks it up. Voller, D-to-D pass up to the half wall, and good job there. Harris, first one to the puck off his stick up into the netting. So good pressure by the Rampage to keep the puck in the offensive zone.
Yeah, sorry, Sean. Good keep at the blue line there. Got to think about keeping the puck in the zone and creating more scramble situations for the Wasatch defense can only be a good thing for the Rampage.
Judkins takes the draw, wins it back. Shot on net, doesn't quite get through traffic as it's blocked there by the defenseman Grant, number 11. And the Renegades, Fitzpatrick now out of the corner. He maintains possession. Fitzpatrick passes behind to Judkins. Judkins looking up top. And Judkins chips it back for Stanzik. Stanzik after. Stanzik picks it up off out of the corner. Tries to get it up top. Stanzik tried to cycle back down deep. Had it blocked both directions. And the Renegades able to clear into the Rampage zone. They're able to get it back. Stanzik chases after. He picks it up in the corner. Up the boards. And the Renegades battle along the half wall. Fitzpatrick. He's got some help there from Judkins. Up top it comes. Hill tries to get it on net off a backhand play. Grant picks it up and throws it up the ice. Grant will ice it. And we'll get another face-off into the Renegades defensive zone. This time it'll be a face-off to the left of Olsen Mactuson.
Sean, do they keep stats on like holding the blue line? Is that like a hockey stat?
Not really a stat you look at, holding the blue line per se. Certainly you can argue possession time, but just holding it in may not be possession either. But just keeping the puck alive. Right now the Rampage with possession. Iori back out front, has it turned over as he tried to throw it to nobody in the slot. Massengale intercepts it, and the Renegades able to clear the zone. Odell gets it down deep. Mason Blair will skate after it as Mosier will set it up for him. Blair up the boards to Iori. Iori, he turns it over in the zone. From the Renegades with an opportunity, passes it across. Dangerous play there as number 16, Ketchum Ledoux, just not quite in the right place at the right time. Renegades control behind the net. Ledoux. Nice backhand pass up top. It comes. D-to-D pass. Renegade shot on net. Just goes wide. Ledoux holds it in. There's another shot for the Renegades blocked. It looked like Massengale. Rampage trying to clear it. Can't. Up top it goes. Renegades still control it. Rampage finally with the stick on it. Rizik. D-to-D. Another turnover. Blair can't control. Rizik back behind his net. Rizik. Up the half wall. Freitas has to chase after it. Renegades. Good pressure that they're showing here. Mason Blair. Slap shot. Tries to just jam it up the boards. Renegades hold it in. From the other side, Rizik works. Rizik now just ices it. Has a little relief of pressure. So good pressure there by the Renegades to keep that puck alive. Really weren't able to gain possession, but they certainly kept it in their zone and alive, trying to gain possession so they can start setting something up, but you got to give them credit for that forecheck pressure.
Yeah, Voller had a decent look from the top left above the dot and just took it a little bit wide, but yeah, good pressure indeed by the Renegades.
Here comes the Rampage off the draw out of the zone. Gets as far as the neutral zone before Hellman puts his stick on it. McCreary clears it out up to McMahon. Here comes the Renegades, clean through the neutral zone. Shots blocked, good defensive play there by number 4, Logan McMichael, stepping up and negating an opportunity. Puck in the corner, chased after there by Banyan. Banyan reverses the flow to McMichael. McMichael now skates up to the half wall and throws it out of the zone onto the stick. Stick here of number 23, shot on net, and here's a goal! As McCallum throws it on net, McLaughlin with the reach, left-handed shot, reaches backwards with his backhand, taps it in. I'm not sure if it went across the goal line before McLaughlin taps it in, but a great job there by number 23, Arthur McCowan, for the Rampage, and it's a 3-1 hockey game.
There's an example where that long pass did connect. Just saucered over the defenseman's stick. McCowan came in, had a good look, threw it at the net. I think it went off the goalie a little bit, but 17 was there to tap it in.
So once again, third goal we've seen where the puck's just laying to the side of Olsen Mactuson. He's unable to get it, and the Rampage able to tap it in an empty net. So 3 goals, very similar goals in nature. and it's a 3-1 hockey game. And that's just showing, again, good position, right time, right place, crashing the net, going to some of those dead areas where that puck's going to squirt free, and they've been able to bury it 3 times, pretty much again in the same position.
Good decision by McCown, too. He could have tried to pass that across. I think the D was in the way of that. Made a good decision to throw it on net. Throw it on net, good things happen more often than not.
Absolutely. As the Renegades control shot on net goes high and up into the netting. And even though it's up high in the netting, pretty much at the same area of the goal, it's not a field goal in hockey, no 3 points. We'll get a face-off instead. Isaiah Massey wins the draw back. And Rampage unable to clear the zone. Renegades keep it alive. Picked up there by Mason Blair. He chips it off the glass. Not out of the zone. Again, good wall play by the Renegades. Rampage still unable to clear. Renegades keep it alive at the blue line. They'll fire it down deep. Picked up there by Massey. Here comes Massey with some speed. Massey out of the zone. He comes. The back check pressure there. Massey gets it deep and he'll chase after it in the corner. Massey throws it on net. And great play there. The puck's still loose. As Olsen Mactuson able to get to it. Great job there by Massey. He threw it out front. Logan Smolinski was standing there. Got a whack at it. And Olsen Mactuson able to cover the puck and get a face-off in his zone just to his left.
Yeah, cheeky play by Massey. Looked like he was just going to take the puck up the boards. Kind of spun around and flipped it right into the front, and it became a very dangerous situation for Markison.
We'll do that again as the Renegades were quick to jump off that draw. 15 Harrison Howe with an early jump, and we'll do it all over again. This time the Renegades able to clear it. Stop there at the red line by Banyan. Going back down deep, chased after there by 27 Judkins. Judkins gets some help. Puck up to the half wall. And up into the netting again it goes. There's number 71, Jonesy Reese. Chips it up, hits the netting. We get a face off to the right of Olsen Mactuson. 10:45 left to go. Rampage off the draw. They control. Shot on net. Locked in front. Here's a loose puck. Stanzik. Shot. Save made by Mactuson. Stanzik had a good look right in the middle of the slot there. Mactuson makes the left or the right pad save. Here comes another opportunity. Judkins has it stripped off of his stick. Kept alive by the Rampage. And Judkins out of the corner. Gets some help from McMichael. Judkins gets dropped to the ice. Freitas tries to collect the loose change, can't quite get to it. Iori steps down as this from his third man high position. Freitas behind the net. Freitas gets it in front. Cleared out by Youngman. As Freitas is knocked to the ice. And it's cleared out of the zone. Moser will play it. Dangerous play by Moser, able to get it up the ice and out of the zone though. And Rampage battling in the neutral zone on the wall again. Going back across. Picked up there. Freitas now chips it in the zone. Chased after by Dormer. Dormer, the first player on there on the forecheck. He gets it up top, and Freitas buries it. What a move by Jack Freitas as Dormer on the forecheck strips the puck, gets to the front of the net. Freitas picks it up and pulls it from his forehand to backhand right across the slot or top of the crease. And Olsen Mactuson is beat by number 9 Jack Freitas, who adds to his point totals. What a skilled and confident play by the big forward.
Sean, that happened right underneath where our booth is, and I was convinced that puck was going to come around the boards to the left side in front of the Rampage bench, and the next thing I knew, it was in the back of the net. Great play by the Rampage on the forecheck there, applying pressure and maintaining it during the last few shifts.
So once again, Judkins, Freitas in on the action. It was Judkins from Freitas from the great forecheck, or sorry, Dormer from Freitas from Dormer. Dormer, the great forecheck there. And once again, a highlight goal for Jack Freitas, showing his poise with the puck and good hands in tight. Able to make a move, beat Christian Olsen Mactuson, basically beat him right out of his jock, and was able to slip it into an empty net.
I was completely fooled as well.
Renegades control. 9:18 left to go. Cycle back down deep. Renegades will maintain possession off the cycle. Battle there in the corner though. Rampage able to come up with it. Throwing it around the boards and out of the zone. They're able to get it. Here comes number 23, McCowan. McCowan, nice pass across. Couldn't quite connect there with Judkins. As Judkins was streaking down. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Renegades throw it around. Net and Hellman ices it.
Judkins just missed. That puck just barely bounced over. He was trying to catch it on his backhand and it slipped over the stick. Otherwise, he was right on the doorstep with no one else around. Good transition there by the Rampage to try to keep adding to this. And we've talked about this a lot, about momentum in hockey. And you've got a 4-1 lead. Not the time to be complacent. I think you got to keep your foot on the gas here.
Isaiah Massey will step in, takes this draw. He loses it. Renegades try to clear it. Mason Blair does a good job keeping it alive. Renegades pick it up in the high slot. Turnover here. Here's an opportunity block. That was number 83, David Harris for the Rampage. And Renegades able to clear it. Through the neutral zone. Here they come. Across the blue line. Shot on net. Blocker saved by Mosier. Steers it to the corner. Renegades collect it. Out of the corner they work. Rampage able to gain possession. Renegades will skate out of the corner with it though. Here come the Renegades working out of the other corner. Cycle it back down deep. So again, Renegades showing some offensive poise here. Kept in up top. Shot blocked. Up into the high netting. And that puck will stay in the netting. We'll have to get a new puck. And that'll do it for the first half as the teams will head to the locker room. We'll get an ice make. And we'll take a break on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. We're going to go to commercial. We'll get things queued up, see if we can get an in-period interview with the player, and look at some of the highlights from the first half. We'll be back on the Welcome back to Rampage TV. I'm joined in the booth with number 19, Gavin Dormer for the Rampage, having a heck of a first half. Gavin, welcome to Rampage TV.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. Talk about the first half of this game. You guys have been 4 points on the board. You've been responsible for most of those. Involved with most of those. Had a great assist getting the puck here to Freitas on a great forecheck. Let's talk about the effort and how you guys are feeling about this first period.
Yeah, I mean, I think our forecheck's really doing the most here. Getting a lot of opportunities with our hard forecheck, you know, fitting them into the corners, getting our F3 high right in the honey hole, you know, looking for those one-timers. I think that's really where we're shining right now.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of goals, tap-in goals, where you're getting the puck to the net and players crashing in. We've seen at least 3 of those goals where the puck's just been laying there and guys coming down through the slot. Has Coach been talking to you guys about crashing the net and looking for those garbage goals, those goals that are just sitting there?
Yeah, you know, he tells us, you know, every shot has a chance of going in, so every shot we're having guys crash hard, you know, looking for that little rebound out in front. So yeah, keep looking for those. We'll keep scoring.
It's a long season. You guys had a tough road trip, some success last weekend, but long,
Yeah.
a lot of travel, and obviously dealing with the weather and all that. And then you turn around, come back, have to play a in-state rivalry game against Colorado Springs. It was a disappointing outcome on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Talk about the team coming into this game. Were you turning the page on that one, or was the motivation to come back and show a little bit more of what this team is capable of doing tonight?
Yeah, that was a fluke game. You know, we came in thinking we would crush them, and we had no energy on the bench. So our goal this game was to have the most energy on the ice and just flip the page, get it over with. Game's a game. So yeah, looking to bounce back from that.
And after this weekend, you guys start setting your sights on the playoffs, Tier 1 Elite League playoffs, state playoffs. What do you think how's the team feeling coming into the postseason?
I think we're really excited. You know, we've grown a lot from the beginning of the year. Just we got to keep working in practice. You know, keep having good chemistry, have everyone love each other. You know, go into playoffs with a good attitude.
Excellent. Well, Gavin, thanks for joining us. I'll let you get back to the locker room so you can get rested up for the second half of this game. Let's see if you can put up a few more points before this one's over.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll be back on the World Sports Broadcasting Network and Rampage TV after this commercial timeout. Welcome back to Rampage TV. We're going to go through some of the highlights, Jimmy, and an impressive first half performance for the Rampage. We just got to speak to Gavin Dormer, kind of get his thoughts. But let's take a look at some of these highlights. So we'll go now to our screen, and we'll take a look at the first goal here for the Rampage. As you can see here, Rampage keeping the puck in on the wall, throws it back behind the net, and it looked like it almost came out to Freitas, and you can see Ori, and we'll come back on this one. And as we'll just go quick rewind here. And once again, puck kept in, goes behind the net, thrown out front. You can see Ori crashing down on the right side there, and he's able to bury it. That makes it a 1-0 game. Okay, and as we'll take a look at the second goal here, as I get it keyed up. So obviously what we saw with the Ori there, Jimmy, was essentially just a good hard-working goal coming down through the high slot, make it a 1-0 game.
Yeah, it looked like Wasatch was a little bit late on their coverage on the rebound, and Yori right there on the doorstep, Johnny on the spot.
All right, so we'll go to let's look ahead to the third goal of the game here as we take a look as the action gets going. And Rampage here with the puck, as you see, comes out of the zone and down the ice. This is number 17, McLaughlin's goal. As you can see, it not sure if it even came to his stick. So this was, again, number 23, McCowan, coming down the ice on the rush. And we'll get a good look at it from the camera to see if McLaughlin gets credit or not for this goal. So here's the shot on net, just sneaks through, and McLaughlin doesn't look like he even gets a stick on it. And it was a 3-1 hockey game at that point.
Yeah, that was the play with the long outlet pass that McCown turned into a goal. Finally, one of those connected, and you see why sometimes it can work. It's high risk, high reward kind of play.
Absolutely. We'll go to our fourth and final goal for the Rampage of that first half. This was the great forecheck effort by Dormer. And we can see here Dormer skating after the puck. His F1 does a great job, goes behind the net, picks up the puck, finds Freitas, and then look at Freitas there. What a great move as we go back. Again, we see Gavin Dormer comes in, good forecheck, picks it up, finds Freitas. Freitas, nice nifty move. Couldn't quite see it perfectly on that rebound, but he's able to pull it to his backhand, makes it a 4-1 lead for the Rampage, and that's where we're at. So good hockey game, both of these teams skating hard. Rampage with a nice comfortable lead, but anything can happen. They've got to come out with that same intensity and focus. They can't let the Renegades back into this.
Yeah, and after seeing that replay, I can see why Freitas didn't throw it up the boards. There was no reason to. Throw it right back out in front, give your teammate an opportunity to score. And we think about this, I talk about this a lot when I'm here about basketball, and my basketball mind thinks about things, and definitely two different kind of messages, I think, from the coaches here. The Rampage, come out, start strong, get after it, keep building on the lead, I think would be what they would be looking at, but also playing really solid defensively. No turnovers in the neutral zone or in the D end, no stupid penalties. Like, let's just keep playing good, disciplined, strong, smart hockey. And I think if I'm Wasatch, we got to put the pedal down now. We got to get something early, first 3 or 4 minutes. Try to get on the board. Try to flip the momentum. Try to put a little bit of doubt in the Rampage mind that we're not going to go away. We're going to keep fighting, keep battling, and we'll see what the first 3 or 4 minutes of this after intermission looks like.
It'll be key. That first couple minutes is going to be key to what happens the rest of this game. It'll be exciting to see how the Rampage come out and respond to a 3-goal advantage. Always nice to come out for a second half up 3 goals, and we'll see if they can bury these guys early. We'll take a break here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network and Rampage TV, and we'll be back for the exciting conclusion, the second half of the Wasatch Renegades and the Colorado Rampage 16U AAA teams. Welcome back to Rampage TV as we get set for the second half of the matchup between the Rampage and the Wasatch Renegades. I'm going to take a couple minutes to talk about a very special endeavor, the Lou Vero Foundation. As we look here, this is the website of the LouVeroFoundation.org. Please visit the LouVeroFoundation.org. Lou Vero, a coach for the Colorado Rampage, Hall of Famer, one of the fathers really of the way hockey is played here in the United States, bringing over the game from the famous Anatoly Tarasov from Russia, and really changed the face of hockey in the United States with his off-ice training, as well as his commitment to puck possession and a skilled way to play the game, the way the game is played today. We saw that big time in the World Juniors 20 and under championships. But in this Lou Vero Foundation, donate money, and the foundation is going to turn around and give back that money in the form of grants and scholarships for players and programs to help benefit youth hockey in southern Colorado. So LouVeroFoundation.org. Please visit the website, look through it, learn about Lou Vero and the mission of the Lou Vero Foundation, and please donate tax-deductible donations, and you'll be helping youth hockey grow and prosper in southern Colorado. Well, back to the action here, Jimmy, as the teams get the last-minute instructions from the coaches. As a head coach right now, you've got a couple minutes for that first line to go out. What are you telling your players if you're the Rampage?
Yeah, if I'm the Rampage, it's all about being disciplined. It's all about maintaining what we've built. No silly penalties. Keep the pressure up on the offensive zone. Make sure you're covering, and make sure you're communicating at the defensive end. No breakdowns, no slip-ups.
Well, we'll see a new goaltender for the Wasatch Renegades. It's number 88, Talon Cowden, comes in to finish up the rest of this second period and third period if he remains in the game. So, new goaltender, new challenge here for the Rampage as Christian Olsen Mactuson retires potentially for the night. We'll see.
Interesting. Maybe trying to change a little bit of the tempo and flow, and no mojo here for Wasatch.
Off the opening draw, Wasatch. They control. Across the blue line, shot on net, blocked out front. Tried to fire it into the corner, back out front. Rampage able to collect it. Here comes the Rampage, indirect pass, chased after there by Freitas. Iori picks up the loose change. Iori tried to find Freitas. Puck just got stuck in some wet ice. As it just, instead of getting to his stick, it just stalled. And Wasatch able to clear. Here's Wasatch with an opportunity, just goes high and wide.
And fortunate there, a little D-zone turnover that was lucky it didn't turn into anything scarier.
Dormer tried a nifty little move through his skates and tried to get the puck back up into the slot. It was intercepted by the Renegades as Iori and Freitas coming through the slot. Wasatch able to control. Behind the net, Rampage try to clear out of their zone, unable to. Wasatch with a turnover. Rampage, they buckle but don't break. And across the blue line they come. Here's a drop pass. A little bit too much stick handling there. As number 23, McCowan couldn't get a shot off.
It's a good back check by Reese there, and now he's got the puck heading into the offensive zone.
Pass across, here's an opportunity. Big save by Mosier. As he had to go from left to right, his helmet has come off. He makes another save with no helmet with his blocker. So Mosier with a big save, helmet comes off, and then he stands tall to make another save without a helmet. Don't see that often, Jimmy.
Old-time hockey right there. We're heading back to the early 70s.
Boy, shows his fearlessness, as that's a good thing that shot was low, not up top, as he could have lost some chiclets there.
A little Ken Dryden action.
Yeah. Face off to the left of Mosier. It'll be Michael Judkins taking the draw for the Rampage. Rampage control. Banyan skates around the net, tries to get it out of the zone, kept alive by the Renegades, and they get it back down deep. Mason Blair has to skate after it. Keeps it onto the strong side, and McCowan can't get it out of the zone. Another opportunity for the Renegades, blocked in front from the shot from the point. And here comes Rampage off the rush. Shot on net. Off the glove of Cowden.
Cowden just got a piece of that.
McLaughlin now tries to find Blair. Blair wasn't in position, and the Rampage have to regroup. Turnover there in the neutral zone. Wasatch now controlling in their own offensive zone. Shot on net. Mosier with the right pad save. Behind the net it comes. Up to the half wall, picked up and cleared out. And Sean McLaughlin will rip it down the ice.
Yeah, that last rush by the Rampage Cowden just got a piece of that shot. Otherwise, we'd be looking at a 5-1 game. That was going to the top corner, I think.
Face off in zone. It'll be Isaiah Massey taking the draw. He wins it back. Rampage able to clear. Puck's going to dribble down. Cowden will let Ledoux take it and turn over there. McMahon comes back to help Ledoux out. And Ledoux back on it. Gets it up to Troyer. Troyer can't get it out of the zone, and the Rampage keep it alive as Smolinski chases it down. He gets knocked off the puck. And here comes the Renegades through the neutral zone. They've got an opportunity, cross ice play, and it's a big save by Mosier. Not sure how he got that as that puck came across, and Xander Troyer with an opportunity, a right-handed shot, perfect opportunity for him. I don't know how Mosier got that.
Troyer's got to be shaking his head. He can't believe that didn't go in. Great pass across, a little 2-on-1, kind of late developing, and man, he had a lot of net there. Mosier go gadgeted his right pad and somehow gobbled it up.
Mosier showing why he's one of the top goaltenders in the country. You're right, he gobbled that up out of nowhere. Came across from his left to right and steals one from Troyer. That's a big save. Remember that one with 5:05 left to go here in the second period.
Yeah, I feel like the Renegades have come out with the right kind of jump here. They've been really aggressive. They've been on the forecheck. They've had a couple decent scoring chances. It's going to be a test if the Rampage can try to weather the storm here.
Rampage able to clear it. Renegades will have to chase back and regroup. Grant with it. Uses the net. Gets pressure there by Stanzik. Stanzik comes away with it out of the corner. Stanzik protects it. Throws it up the boards. Nobody home. And here comes an opportunity. A breakaway here. There's a bad turnover. Here's a chance. The shot just goes wide as Mosier comes out to cut the angle down.
Man, Massengale just missed the top corner, and then a good save right there by Mosier. Boy, lots of chances here for the Renegade.
So the Rampage turn it over. They threw it up the boards trying to get an outlet, and the Renegade's able to chip it to the middle of the ice and spring Massengale for the breakaway, and Mosier does a good job cutting down the angle and forcing Massengale to shoot that puck high and wide. Another turning point potentially in this hockey game.
Yeah, once again, kind of like we saw against the Thunderbirds. Mosier standing tall, keeping his team in the game, in this case with the lead. But it's got to be nice. It's got to be nice to know you've got a goaltender like that that's got your back, literally.
Pressure put on there by Ori, and Rampage able to come up with it in the offensive zone. Here's an opportunity. Dormer to Freitas. Freitas got a shot off, but it just goes wide. He wasn't able to get that stick curled enough to get it on net. A good opportunity there by this top line. Dormer tried to find Freitas. Freitas was setting up with a one-timer, and it was knocked off Dormer's stick, and the Renegades able to get it deep into the zone. Mosier will play it up the boards to Ori. Ori will pick it up and circle back into the zone, and here he comes trying to get some speed. Gets it knocked off his stick by McMahon, and Ori's going to take the penalty as he uses his stick. He had the puck turn over there, and instead of just moving his speed and getting back, he used the old stick to try to slow his man down, and he's going to go to the box for hooking.
Good play by McMahon there, stopping at the blue line, making the exit out of the zone tough. Got the piece, got the little poke check, got it back, and then drew the penalty, and here we are. What we talked about is coming true on both ends.
Right? Opportunity here for the Renegades, their first look on the power play tonight. As Ori is going to sit 2 minutes for hooking. Here comes the Renegades working out of the corner with it. Tried to fire it across, couldn't quite connect. They go back around the back of the net. And to the half wall it comes. Back up top, Grant now with it. Grant to the half wall, stand on the one-timer. Not much of an angle there. He's pretty far outside the grade A scoring area. And the Rampage able to come clear. We're going to get an icing as McCowan unable to get to it in time. The face-off all the way back down to the left of Rampage goaltender Ethan Mosier.
Looks like the Rampage playing a little bit more of that kind of soft zone, trying to take away those crossing passes and make the middle really cluttered. And am I reading that right? Is it kind of their idea here?
Yeah, plugging up the middle of the ice there, keeping everything to the outside. Moser will take those pucks. He'll make the save from the outside. They've got to keep him solid, not having to move left to right or right to left. Here's another shot. Is the Rampage able to, they allow the Renegades another grade A opportunity just at the top of the grade A scoring chance. Another shot blocked in front. And the Rampage on their heels a little bit as they're trying to kill the rest of this penalty off. They'll ice it. Cowden comes out. Puck crosses the goal line and we get an icing. Rampage will change it up.
Yeah, the things that we mentioned in between periods, talking about how these teams wanted to come out. I think if you are the Renegades, you're feeling pretty good about how your teams responded and giving yourself some chances. If it wasn't for Moser's brilliance, we'd be in a much closer hockey game.
Renegades control off the draw. Shot, save made by Moser. Traffic in front. He's able to keep the puck between his pads. They face off to his right. 56 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Freitas and Gavin Dormer. We're going to get another penalty here. An interference call against number 14, Jack Banyan. So all of a sudden, the Rampage find themselves 2 men down. And it'll be number 4, Logan McMichael. He'll replace Dormer, so it'll be Freitas with 2 defensemen. Looks like Dormer and actually Sean McLaughlin. So 2 forwards and 1 D on this 5-on-3. As Banyan sits 2 minutes for interference. So huge opportunity here for the Renegades. There's a lot of ice here on the 5-on-3 advantage. Passes across. There's the play they want. Just goes wide as you're trying to get those passing lanes open and get the goaltender to move. Just missed the net there. Renegades maintain possession. Working off the half wall now. Skates to the top of the circle and pulls up. Little reverse of direction. Back up top. Back to the middle of the ice. One-timer goes wide. That was going to be about 3 or 4 feet wide there. Renegades maintaining possession here. Walk to the middle of the ice. Shot and it's a goal. As number 17, Kason Youngman, leading the team in scoring, gets the puck. That's not the player you want with the puck in the high slot. And he buries it over Ethan Moser's blocker. And the Renegades cash in on the power play, the 5-on-3 man advantage. With a minute 38 left to go in the period, it's a 2-goal hockey game, and they still have a minute 20 left on the power play.
Yeah, this is what we talked about, and if you're a Rampage fan, this is what you were worried about.
So it's number 17, Kason Youngman, gets the goal from number 11, Desmond Grant, and a 2-goal hockey game now. Toughest lead in hockey to defend. And Rampage still on their heels, having to kill off another minute 14 of this Renegade man advantage. So all of a sudden, the storyline to this game changing very quickly, as it's been all Renegades so far in the second half of this second period.
Yeah, it was a really nice shot by Youngman too. Top shelf, took his time, really good wrist shot, and here we go with the Rampage coming down, killing some time on this penalty.
Definitely a miscue on that kill, as you've got to have a guy shift over and get in front of that passing lane, as that's just too easy of a grade A shot for a player like Youngman to be able to tee up, take his time, and be able to bury it like that. Rampage will have to look at that clip and see where their rotations went amiss. Here comes Blair. Mason Blair tries to get it out in front off his backhand. It's blocked by Hellman, and Hellman skates it out of the zone. Here comes number 23 Hellman for the Renegades. Cross the blue line, skates towards the middle of the ice. Pass across, shot on net, goes wide. As Blair laid a nice hit on Hellman. The shot goes wide. Renegades control. Here's another cross ice pass. Blocked there by the Rampage. Shot on net. Moser with the right pad save. 15 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 35 left to go in this period. Renegades control off the high wall. Half wall. Here they come. Middle of the ice now. Another opportunity. This is Reese. Shot on net. And Moser gloves it down. And just under 10 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 25.8 on the clock. Left here in the second period. And McCowan, Judkins, along with Hill, and number 4, Logan McMichael, try to finish off this Renegade power play. Rampage control off the draw and able to clear it out of the zone, and that'll do it for the power play. Rampage back 5-on-5. 15 seconds left to go. Here comes the Renegades with another rush. Good step up there by number 5, Robert Hill. Gets into the shooting lane, blocks that shot. Puck arcs up into the netting. And we'll get a face-off.
I was thinking, Sean, power plays are a great chance as a basketball coach to watch and see some of the things where hockey and basketball overlap. The idea about moving the puck side to side, getting it to one side, and then really trying to get it across to that other side before the goaltender can react. We talk a lot in basketball about using both sides of the court, using the third side, if you will, and then attacking. And you can really see that during power plays that's part of the strategy here as well.
Yeah, a lot of definite congruencies between both of the games. It's fun to watch and to get that perspective from you as you get ready to build a program at the Village High School. Excited about that?
Yeah, can't wait. It's a long way off, and there's a lot of has to go into it before we get there. But every day I think a little bit about it and try to get my thoughts in order.
Here's an opportunity off the draw. Mosier comes across, makes the split save with his right pad, and able to keep that puck out of the net. So right off the draw in the last seconds of this period, the Renegades with another opportunity. And I'm telling you, they've turned the tables on shots and opportunities and really turned the table in terms of momentum.
Yeah, the Renegade coach has to feel pretty good about his message and his team's response. You always want your team to be with you and be listening, even if the message sometimes might be hard. And I don't know if it was in their locker room or not, but the response couldn't ask for more than what Wichita's doing here.
So the Renegades playing a good solid period, second half of that second period, coming out and really dominating play, staying out of the penalty box. They got on the power play, able to cash in on the 5-on-3 man advantage. And here we sit, 17 minutes left to go in this hockey game. Second period shot, 16-7, an advantage of the Wasatch Renegades. And that allows the Renegades to overtake the Rampage 25-20 in shots after 2 periods. So definitely a complete turn. Shots a break were 18-13 for the Rampage. And just in the second half of that second period, Renegades almost able to match shot output for the first half of the game. So the Rampage have to regroup here, and they've got some work to do with 17 minutes left to go in the game.
Yeah, from the hockey perspective, what's the message? How do you try to flip the switch with your guys if you're the Rampage?
It's all about intensity right now. You've got to be able to find that switch. They've come out and you can talk. We talked to Gavin Dormer between periods. He talked about how the Rampage came out in that Colorado Springs game expecting to win. And you got to wonder how much did the Rampage come out with the 4-1 lead entering the second half of this one, expecting the second half to be easy. And they certainly have been surprised. So it's about intensity. It's about getting back to what gave you that success in the first half and trying to match that intensity to take back this momentum. And you've got to do it quickly in this third period. Stefano Iori off the draw. It's tied up. Renegades able to control. They throw it around the boards. And kept in there as McMichael pinches down. He gets some help there from Freitas. Freitas can't keep it in though. And they'll have to regroup. Hill through the neutral zone. Hill off the boards. Iori can't connect. And the puck gets tied up in front of the Wasatch bench. Here comes Dormer with a Dormer shot on net. Rebound was loose in front. And Freitas couldn't get a stick on it. Good opportunity there for the Rampage. As the Renegades control in the corner. Good pressure there by Iori. He comes out of the corner with it. And here comes Iori to Dormer. Dormer back to Iori. Good give and go play there. Iori couldn't get a stick on it. Freitas was in this high slot there waiting for it. A good try for the Rampage. And now they'll have to go back and regroup. And they'll get a change. Going up the ice, Freitas does a nice job to tip that deep. He'll go for a change. And McLaughlin will be the first on the puck on the forecheck. Going through the middle of the ice, intercepted there by Judkins. He's got to hold up. Get everybody on sides. He goes back to Rizik. Rizik back to Judkins. Here comes Judkins through the neutral zone. Over to McCowan. McCowan up top to Rizik. Rizik now shot on net. Easy save there as goaltender Talon Cowan saw it the whole way, able to glove it down. We're going to face off to his left. Rampage will keep Judkins, McCowan, and number 17 Sean McLaughlin on the ice. Banyan and Rizik on D. And that'll be number 27 Judkins takes the draw. Renegades control. Behind the net, they'll skate it. Try to get it out. Good pressure put on there by Cowan. And the Renegades have to reverse the flow. They'll try it out the other direction. Cross ice pass, good job. The Judkins get a stick in the way, and the Renegades will have to chase it in their offensive zone. Odell with it now. Odell. He gets checked by Banyan. Massengale up top. Here's an opportunity. Some nifty stick handling. Here's an opportunity for Massengale. He tried to find Taylor. Taylor, a couple of opportunities. Blocker saved there by Moser from the point. Renegades buzzing here. Massengale with it. Massengale out of the corner. Massengale has it turned over. And Cowden steps down from his defensive point to keep it alive. Behind the net, the Renegades work. Cycle back in the corner for Odell. And cleared out by Judkins. And the Rampage will get a much needed face-off. As the puck goes up into the netting. That'll be a penalty in the NHL, but for the Rampage, they get a line change.
Good hard work by the Renegade there. That was a really good shift. Lots of pressure. Maybe not a lot of shots, but buzzing around the back of the cage for sure.
Massey needs to draw back to Blair. And Rampage able to clear it. Renegades through the neutral zone. Here they come. Massey pressures his man. An opportunity, puck's bouncing, goes to the corner. Going out front, an opportunity, and Moser standing tall as number 23 for the Renegades, Fisher Hellman, standing wide open in front of Moser. So a huge defensive breakdown for the Rampage. And again, goaltender Ethan Moser holding this game, keeping this game close.
McMichael for the Rampage not happy at all. He felt like he got pushed and interfered with before that play, and that's why 23 was so wide open on the doorstep.
Off the draw. Renegades control from their point. Pull it back down deep to half wall. Blair's able to get it out of the zone. Freitas picks it up out of the air. And the Renegades dump it deep. Lanyon up the wall. Good job there by Iori. Freitas now with it. Freitas looking for Dormer. Can't quite hit Dormer, but it's to Banyan. Banyan back across. Freitas was there, couldn't get a stick on it. Shot on net, gets blocked. And the Renegades able to clear. And we're going to get a penalty on the Wasatch Renegades. So the Rampage are going to get an opportunity to go back on the power play, as it looks like number 23, Fisher Hellman, skating to the box, and he's going to be charged a 2-minute tripping. With 13:58 left to go in the third period, the Rampage back on the power play. It'll be Jack Freitas, Isaiah Massey, Stefano Iori, and Gavin Dormer be up top at the point. And number 4, Logan McMichael, the lone defenseman on this Rampage power play. McMichael keeps it alive. The puck sits in the skates. Everybody's looking for it, can't quite find it. Finally, it's on the stick of McMichael. He fires it down to Iori, and it trickles all the way down behind the net. Iori pressured. He's going to drop it for Dormer. McMichael back up. And here comes McMichael now from behind his net over to Dormer. Dormer knocks it down and skates into the zone with it. Drops it to Iori. Dormer to Iori. Off the half wall they work. Get some help from Freitas. Wasatch throws it up and out of the zone it goes. All the way down. And we're going to get an icing. Rampage will change up their power play, so nothing going so far for the Rampage on this man advantage, Jimmy.
Yeah, a little disjointed, a little bit out of sync, if you will. It was a great catch by Dormer with his stick to that long pass and tried to get something set up. Nothing materialized.
Great opportunity here to get the momentum back and get this back to a 3-goal game. The Rampage win the draw. Up top for Blair now. Mason Blair shot on net. Traffic in front. Tipped there by McLaughlin. And the goaltender Cowden able to make the save. So good job there by Blair to get that puck through, and a better job by McLaughlin to be screening the goaltender. But Taylor Cowan, number 88 for the Renegades, able to make the save. Judkins will step in on the draw. Rampage control. Momentarily. They'll fire it back down deep. Utah now with it, and we're going to get a whistle. And a face-off. Looks like it's going to be an automatic offsides, as the Rampage were offsides, even though Wasatch had the puck on their stick. Kind of a strange call there, but face-off in the neutral zone nevertheless. Number 27, Judkins, wins it back to Blair. Blair, D to D. Running to Blair. Blair now with it. Cross ice play. Finds McLaughlin. McLaughlin skates it across the blue line and will set up. Fans on the pass. Utah able to get it out. Oh, nice job there. Hooked in by Judkins. Rampage will have to skate after it. Not showing much intensity on this power play, Jimmy, and that's, again, you've got to be going full speed, full intensity. This is an opportunity to put this game away. Rampage seem like they're a little bit going in slow motion on this power play. Cycle back down neat. And going all the way around to Judkins on the other side. Judkins pulls up, gets pressured. Needs some help there. There's only one player on the puck for the Rampage, and the Renegades able to clear it easily. So just no support. Again, just no intensity right now on this man advantage. Chipped into the zone. Freitas chases after it. Rampage gets their top unit on the ice. Kept in by McLaughlin. Freitas now with it. High slot. Freitas shot on net right into the breadbasket. Cowden got a face off. Rampage will get their top unit back out on the ice for the remainder of this power play.
Cowden's had a pretty good start here. Bigger goalie. Looks like he's a little bit bigger than Christian Olsen Markdisson, but he's looked good and he's been up to the task so far.
Dormer, Freitas, Iori. It'll be Rizik and Hill on D. That penalty's over. So we're back 5-on-5. As the Renegades able to kill the man advantage and keep this a 2-goal game. Hill up the ice. Iori tried to find Dormer. He couldn't quite knock it down, but ends up getting possession anyway. Gets it over across. Iori chases after it. And it's up top for Rizik. Rizik walks to the middle of the ice. Good job by Rizik. Got a turnover there at the blue line, and here comes the Renegades. Hill steps up. Nice play by Hill. Wasatch will work out of the corner with it. Up the ice it comes. Picked up by Dormer. Dormer's got Freitas. He's got numbers here. Freitas going to the net. Passes it across. Freitas couldn't get a stick on it again. As the pass was there, Freitas, second time tonight, was in good position, that time on the wrong hand.
Yeah, you get the feeling, Sean, this is a pretty key moment in the game. It's a 2-goal lead, but the momentum has been all Renegades for a while. Rampage are going to have to keep weathering the storm, and that was a great 2-on-1, just didn't materialize at the very end.
16, Fitzpatrick with it. Fitzpatrick out of the corner, shot on net, gets it out in front. Cowden with the save. From up top now, Cowden blocker save, easy save for him on McMichael's shot. And stolen in the middle by Stanzik, but the Renegades able to control. Shot on net, just goes wide. Number 37, Odell, just missed the net. Nice stick here, it will be negated as Rampage control. Here comes Judkins. Here comes Judkins trying to toe drag move instead of shooting that. And Wasatch able to intercept that easily. And clear down the length of the ice. Nope, Blair's going to intercept it. Blair gets it deep. Stanzik, first forecheck pressure for the Rampage. Got to move his feet. Keep moving your feet there, Micah. As Smolinski has 2, keeps it alive for the Rampage. Smolinski delivers a hit. Judkins ships it down into the corner and chased after there by Harris. Harris and Smolinski. Wasatch able to get it out of the zone. Good forecheck pressure by the Rampage. That's Isaiah Massey. A spark plug player, number 13 for the Rampage. Rampage will have to regroup. Wasatch gets a line change. And here comes Harris. Harris throws it into the far corner. Smolinski chases after it. Out in front it pops. Couldn't get a stick on it. Wasatch able to clear. Smolinski now. Smolinski shot. Left pad save. Renegades clear it through the neutral zone. Here they come. Here's an opportunity. Shot on net. Mosier steers it up into the netting, just to our left. And he'll keep it a 4-2 hockey game with 9:07 left to go. The Rampage will get a change. And the Renegades just sticking with it. They're just sticking around.
Yeah, good save by Cowden there. That was a low shot to the wide post, and he was able to get that big pad down and save it. Good effort by Massey on the last shift, I think. Putting a little more pressure on and playing some more aggressive, intense hockey.
Off the draw, shot on net. Mosier had to fight through that to find it. And in a good position, gets that off of his right shoulder and is able to collect it and cover it. So face-off win.
Good job. You see him and McLaughlin talking there about coverage, and McLaughlin telling him nice job. Mosier says, I got you, and we're on to the next.
Rampage win the draw. Michael clears it. And Banyan chases after it. And offsides it goes as McCowan played across the blue line as he tried to keep that puck alive. We're going to face off in the neutral zone. 8:53 left to go. Please join us later tonight. Rampage TV back on the air at 7:30. We'll feature the Wasatch Renegades against the Colorado Rampage 18U teams. As the Rampage 18U team continuing to hold a top spot in the top 25 nationally. See what they can do as they return home tonight. Shot on net goes wide. That was McLaughlin. And Wasatch able to clear it out of the zone. Mason Blair chips it back the other way. And the Renegades, Ledoux goes around the boards. Collected there by the skates of the Renegades. And here comes Dormer stepping in. Here comes Dormer with the puck. Makes a move at the blue line. Button hooks around, fires it in the far corner. And Stefano Iori will chase after it. Dormer, far corner. Soft it to Iori. Iori skates out of the corner with it. Cross ice up top to Hill. Hill shot on that. Blocker save by Cowden. Here's Freitas now. Freitas behind the net. He takes a check. Gets it to Dormer. Dormer working with Freitas out of the corner. Dormer gets it taken off his stick up top to Hill. Hill shot on net. Tipped in front. Doesn't quite get to the net. And the Renegades able to clear it all the way down the ice. We'll get an icing here with 7:37 left to go in the third period. Rampage will get a change. Wasatch will get a change. Fresh legs on the ice as these two teams continue to battle. Rampage up 4-2.
A great example there, Sean, before that last sequence where the Rampage was in the offensive zone. Renegades had a chance, puck behind the net, came squirting out, no one was there, turned right into a rush for the Rampage. Didn't turn into a goal, but there's just no way to play it safe in hockey. There's no way to, in basketball you can play a delay game, you can, take the air out of the ball. There's a lot of things you can do to really slow the game down. Just hockey, there's no room for that. There's no ability to really.
Can't sit back.
You can't sit back. You can't hold the puck. It's a game where no lead is safe, and that's one of the things I love about hockey is that constant energy.
Well, the best defense in hockey is offense. Teams that sit back and play defensive games typically ends up costing them, as it's such a sport of momentum and speed. In the neutral zone, Wasatch controls. Here they come now. Opportunity as the Rampage are changing. Shot on net just goes wide. As Banyan was a lone player left on the ice. Rampage, a little bit of a careless line change there. Wasatch just about capitalized on that mistake.
Troyer did not miss by much. That was a really good, hard shot right from the middle of the slot. Just rose over the crossbar.
Wasatch able to get it out of the zone. And into the neutral zone, they'll be able to chip it deep. And Isaiah Massey will reverse flow, but McMahon's there to pick it up. He throws it in the middle of the ice. Harris gets it out of harm's way. Here's another opportunity. Fanned on it up top. That was Ledoux. Got it on his stick. Couldn't get it to the net as he was pressured there by Harris. Ledoux skate down into the corner. He'll pass it off, and Massey intercepts. And Massey unable to clear the zone. Second chance for Massey. Trying to get box at it. Able to squirt back to McMichael. And McMichael able to find Hill. Hill out of the zone. Hill will skate down, chase after the puck. Gets the stick knocked out of his hands, and Wasatch able to come the other way. Intercepted in the neutral zone. Forces the Renegades back into their defensive zone for a regroup. Kept alive by Judkins. Chased after there by McLaughlin. Wasatch.
Hill showed some good speed on that to go down before his stick got knocked out. He might have been able to create something dangerous down there.
Held down by the Rampage, cycled back to the far corner and chased after there by Judkins as Banyan will skate all the way from his point position to keep it alive in the corner. Judkins will take over for him momentarily. Going all the way down the ice, another icing as the Renegades choose to relieve pressure. And the top line for the Rampage jumps on with Dormer, Freitas, and Iori. 4:57 left to go. Face off will come to the left of Talon Cowden. And like you said, Jimmy, he's having a good second half. Hasn't allowed any goals. looks confident in net, moving very under control, doesn't look panicked at all. So kudos to Cowden for coming in a difficult situation and stymieing the Rampage so far.
Yeah, I would think that would be one of the harder things to do in sports, is come in, team down, and you haven't played, been on the bench the whole time. Next thing you know, it's live go, and you're the last line of defense.
Rampage able to clear the zone, forecheck in the neutral zone. Iori provides pressure. Boyle will step up. Renegades will chip it in. Banyan will have to chase behind. We're in the corner. He gets it up to Iori. Iori tries to chip it out on the back end. He has it intercepted. Blair's got to step in. Here's an opportunity shot. Moser, another huge save. As that puck found itself on Youngman's stick, and Youngman wide open in the slot. Another defensive breakdown for the Rampage, and once again, Mosier doing everything in his power to keep this a 2-goal game. Makes the big save, sliding from his left to right to negate the opportunity by casing Youngman, the leading scorer for the Renegades.
Two cool things there. I wonder if Youngman, if he had his second chances there, might go to blocker side. But after Mosier made the save, I don't know if you saw Youngman walk by and tapped him on the pads a little bit, telling him nice job and good sportsmanship there, a little respect both ways, I bet.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a great show of sportsmanship by Youngman. Obviously, their leading scorer going up against the Rampage top goaltender. A lot of respect, I'm sure, both ways.
Yeah, cool to see in a game that is there's so much aggression and so much contact and borderline violence. It's cool to see guys give respect that way.
Really impressed with this Renegades team, the discipline that they've shown. Obviously down 4-1 coming into the second half. Could have turned it to an ugly game, and they've just played hard. There's another opportunity, just gets blocked. Stanzik, great block in the slot on Peng, as Peng couldn't quite get a full piece of it, and here comes Stanzik with an opportunity. Stanzik's shot just goes wide. It was blocked by Cowden's right pad. Stanzik was looking for that far side low there. Renegades control. Out of the zone they come. Off the boards, and we get an icing here.
You know, Sean, I know we've seen bigger goaltenders. I'm thinking about Omaha last year, that big fella, but Cowden's got some size, and I'm just thinking in terms of like how the goal looks behind him, right? I know you've said NHL teams won't even look at goalies that aren't 6'2" or bigger.
Some NHL teams, absolutely.
Sorry.
Yep.
And but I understand it. Just visually, he takes up a lot of space by being a bigger fella.
Certainly you can't teach size. If you're a big goaltender, you've got a great advantage. Here's another opportunity. Mosier, another big save, that time on Odell. No rebound, thrown back in front. Bannion's able to clear that as Massengale was standing on the doorstep. So once again, Mosier coming up big for the Colorado Rampage. Smolinski tries to clear it. He gets knocked down. Renegades keep it alive. Bannion will have to regroup, chase it down, and out of the zone. They're unable to get it. Another shot on net, goes behind the net. Odell with it now. Odell working from behind the net. Throws it to the corner. And the Renegades are tossed there. Massengale comes out with it, though. Shot on net and a big glove save as somehow Massengale found Odell. And Odell ready for the one-timer. Odell, a left-handed shot in perfect position there to get that shot off. And Mosier flashes that glove. What a save. Mosier's fun to watch. If you like watching good goaltending, Mosier's your guy. Great save on the shot from the other side. Really calm, and it made it look easy. It may not have been as easy as it looked, but then flashing the leather again. That's 3 or 4 really good glove saves that he's made in this game. Stick around for the Rampage TV post-game report. We'll see if we can get Ethan Mosier up in the booth here. Talk to him for a few minutes before we log out of this game. We'll check our timing. 2:35 left to go. Still 4-2 hockey. It's been the number 88 Ethan Mosier show. The second half of this game. He's allowed only one. A 5-on-3 opportunity.
Good hustle by Blair there to take that cross-ice pass away.
McCowan now with it. Picks up loose change in the slot, or in the neutral zone. Here comes McCowan. Shot on net, and it's in the back of the net. What a shot by number 23, Arthur McCowan. Skated to the right side, right through the slot, and fired it far side and beats Talon Cowden upstairs, blocker side. It was in and out of the net just like that. So number 23, Arthur McCowan, pretty much puts a nail in the coffin with a tremendous shot. Cross-body shot, right-handed shot, and he beats Cowden. Beautiful goal.
Yeah, great shot. skating to his right, coming back across the goal face, putting it up in the top shelf, top corner. Cowden did everything he could. It just went over his shoulder, and no chance there. And I got to think, if I'm McCown, my best friend is Mosier. Mosier's kept the Rampage where they had that 2-goal lead, and kept some of the game pressure off, and really nice goal scorer's goal there.
Alan Mosier skated over and gave a nod to McCowan. So McCowan gets the goal, assist to number 14, Jack Mannion. And it's a 5-2 hockey game with just 2 minutes left to go. Freitas in the neutral zone. Freitas chips it up to Dormer. Dormer back to Freitas. Here comes Freitas with an opportunity. Just gets it knocked off his stick before he's able to do anything with it. A good little play there between Dormer and Freitas. Big hit there by Ori. Renegades. Full check pressure. Battle behind the net, trying to get it out in front. Good job there by Rizik. Gives it up to Ori. Ori now with it. Ori pulls it to the middle of the ice and has it stripped. And Ori almost took another penalty, but stays out of the box. Dormer and Freitas. Full check pressure in the neutral zone. Both go for a change. Dormer's going to stay. Yep, Dormer goes for a change. And Banyan tries to get it deep. As we get some more slapping the puck on the half wall, and the Renegades able to control in the neutral zone. 1 minute left to go here in the third period. As the Rampage looking to close this one out, they're going to end up in the penalty box for a tripping call, so they're going to finish this one up. A man down. This looks like number 27, Michael Judkins, will go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. So for the last 55 seconds, it'll be a 5-on-4 power play unless the Renegades are able to score. And we'll see number 23, McCowan, the goal scorer, the 5th goal for the Rampage. McLaughlin, Blair, and number 5, Robert Hill on D.
Yeah, Sean, I think Blair's looked pretty good in his first time back, coming back off that injury, and that's a good sign. Good to see him playing well and looking like he's 100%.
Yeah, it certainly is. Blair's had a good game, getting him back into game shape. Perfect time for the playoffs. Here's an opportunity, just goes high and wide. As the Renegades, a couple opportunities. Poor goaltender here. Here's a chance now from McCowan. He's going to get rewarded. And an empty net for Erka McCowan's going to seal this up as the Renegades, with the extra man on the ice, trying to make it a 6-on-4. And Arthur McCowan, after a beautiful shot for the 5th goal, gets rewarded for some ice time, killing this off, and buries the empty netter. And it's a 6-2 hockey game, and that should do it.
Yeah, good. You know, maybe not a complete perfect game for the Rampage. Some moments there down the stretch that they had to really try to regain their momentum, regain their mojo, but they're going to finish this off in style, and it's going to be a really good quality win for them.
The Renegades will finish off the last waning seconds. Harris dumps it down deep. 10 seconds left in the game. So credit Ethan Mosier standing up with some big-time saves. And really, that's the storyline. You've got to give the Renegades a ton of credit for sticking with it, coming out in that second half with a lot of intensity. They played a smart game, got the power play goal to get it to 2 goals. Rampage able to respond. Big goal by Arthur McCowan in the empty netter. But again, without Ethan Mosier, this is a completely different outcome.
Yeah, Mosier stirred the drink today, and it's one thing to have a lot of good defense play, a lot of aggressive offensive play, but at the end of the day, somebody's got to keep it out of the net, and Mosier did that in spades today. Great job, great game for him.
Well, we'll see if we can get Ethan Mosier up here in the booth as we watch the players shake hands in the best tradition in sports, the traditional handshake after every contest.
Never gets old.
Never gets old. I'd like to see the NHL do it besides just the playoffs.
Yeah, I love it. Love the brotherhood that hockey fosters, right? Between not only teammates but also guys on other teams. There's so much respect because they know how much goes into being able to play this game at a high level.
So stick around for the second game of our broadcast. We'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back at 7:30 with the 18U team facing off against the Wasatch Renegades. Should be a good hockey game. The expectation should be in the advantage of the Rampage on paper, but of course you never know. You play a hockey game and you never know what the outcome is going to be.
You play it on ice, right? Not on paper?
Play it on ice, not on paper. So the Rampage players, a little bit of a ceremonial get-together at center ice. We'll see if we can get these players off and get Ethan Mosier up in the booth for just a couple minutes. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stick with us. We'll be back in about 30 seconds on the World Sports Broadcasting Network and Rampage TV. Welcome back to the Rampage TV post-game show. I'm pleased to be joined in the booth here with goaltender Ethan Mosier. Heck of a game, Ethan. You basically saved your hockey team in that second half.
Thank you.
Let's talk about what you saw. Obviously, the Renegades came out with a lot more intensity, a little more emotion, and boy, you came up with some big saves in that second period. One breakaway save, one before that. We still up here in the booth don't know how you came across from your left to right to make a point-blank save right there in the slot, or right in the crease there. Let's talk about those two big saves and how that really changed the momentum and really shut down the opponents.
Yeah, the first half wasn't exactly what I wanted, so just went back in, reset, and then second half just trying to do whatever I can to get my foot or anything on the puck, so just tried to reset.
Did you think your team let down a little bit in that second half, put
I
a little more pressure?
definitely do think that wasn't our best half of hockey, but we got the job done and we won, so that's all that matters.
Well, and your job is to stop pucks, and when teams lose momentum like that, you're obviously the impetus to get that momentum back. You certainly did your job, and it gave your team the confidence to come back. Obviously, a big goal there at the end by Arthur McCowan to seal up the victory. How'd you feel after that one went in the back of the net?
It's a good relief, but not over till it's over.
Yeah, it's definitely the mentality of a goaltender. You're having a heck of a season. At one point, led the country in your stats with save percentage, goals against average. Talk about the season. It's a long year. You faced a lot of shots this year. How are you holding up mentally?
A lot of ups and downs this year, but just trying to get consistent and be the goaltender I know I can be.
One of the best in the country right here, Ethan Mosier. Had a chance to coach him for a couple years. He's come up here to the Rampage, taking the reins in this program, and we certainly see tonight what you are for this program, how invaluable you are to be able to come in and stand tall like you did, keep the momentum in your favor, and get the victory tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you back here. Hopefully, I don't know if we're going to be able to broadcast you guys. You don't have any more home games. Looking for the playoffs next month.
Man.
Crazy.
I know.
Can't believe the season's almost over. Well, good luck coming up in the Tier 1 Elite League playoffs and the state playoffs. Certainly we'll be rooting for you, and we look forward to watching you down the stretch.
Thank you.
Right. We'll be back with Rampage TV tonight at 7:30. Join us for the 18U Wasatch Renegades broadcast. Thanks to the World Sports Broadcasting Network and the Monument Ice Rinks, Andrew Sherman and the Colorado Rampage for supporting Rampage TV. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here at 7:30